guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun wide trip sweep. Pros X go. On one. Ready?
Right.
What's going on, everyone? ANCAP24 here from HuddleGG, and in today's video we're going to go ahead and take a look at how to shut down one of the most popular plays in all of Madden 21. Now, if this is the first time checking out our channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Also hit that bell notification to make sure you never miss any of our uploads. The play we're talking about is Gun Bunch Mesh Post. Now, this play can be found in a lot of playbooks this year, where in the past it was only in a handful. This year they put it in a lot of playbooks to where now this is a focus that a lot of people base their offense around, whether it's out of the gun bunch or the gun bunch offset. It's a headache. You can see that I ran it 62 times for 2.4 yards, right? That's not me not being able to run it on offense. That's me going into lab sessions, going in with my lab partners and running this over and over and over again to find solutions to stop it, right? I'm not a gun bunch player. I don't run gun bunch. So you can see that I ran that play just enough against somebody in order to get reps on how to stop it, right? So this is the play that we came up with that we feel from HuddleGG is the best play to stop it. And I want to make sure you understand it, okay? So let's pick Mesh Post. And the play is called WS Blitz 3 out of the big nickel over G. Now, what I want you to make sure you understand is that it's basically a weak safety blitz, right? That's WS means. Now, we want that safety to be the opposite side of the bunch. So if the bunch is going to be lining up to the right, you want the safety to be on the left. If the bunch is on the left side, you want the safety to be on the right. What's nice about this is it's real simple. Whatever hash mark the ball was on, that's where you want the safety. That's typically how people run bunch. They run bunch to the wide side. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this play. And what you're going to see is that guy's going to walk down, right? It's this player right here. The reason why we like this is because you can cross-man him across the formation of big nickel over G, and you're going to go ahead and do it on the post player, right? He's going to be the outside player on B. He's going to be the one that's the post that's really hard to stop when it comes to having to deal with all the other routes. So he's the one that you want to deal with. Now, the most popular way people are going to run this, they're going to put the X on an out, and they're going to put the RB on a slant, and then they're going to motion the slant over. Now, when you see people highlight Sanders, okay, so you can see that he gets highlighted, you know he's going to get motioned. So what I do is I go over the player that's him, the seam flat that's above Sanders. And your responsibility is to cover that player and only that player. So what I like to do to make sure that there's nothing else to worry about, I pinch my line, I crashed him up, and I put the Y on a spy. And the reason why I'm doing that is because if I have responsibility to cover one player, I got to make sure that the quarterback can't just roam around and do his thing, right? So watch what happens here. When I move this guy over, you're going to see that that player is going to go with him. You're going to hike the ball, and you're just going to go ahead and cover this guy across the field, okay? Cover him across the field. Couple things are going to happen on this play, and I want to make sure that I break it down to why this play design on defense is so important, okay? So the first thing I want to make sure you understand is that this weak safety blitz 3 is a cover 3 matching principle defense. It has those seam flats. So when they go ahead and put this player in motion, he goes into the slot. What that basically does is it puts a doubles formation, right? It went from a bunch to a doubles. When it goes to doubles, that will activate the ability for seam flats and outside players to go ahead and match. So what ends up happening here is that when you see that they're matched up, this guy is going to match on him. This play right here is going to match on him. This is the key to the play, is this cross man. So 37 is going to come across, and as soon as he has his break, he's breaking right into him. You can't throw that ball, and then you can see how he does a really good job of staying in front of him and carrying him across the field. If you have a safety that has good man coverage ratings, that's going to help you, by all means, so you want to make sure you do that. And the one player that's unaccounted for is the player that you're going to cover yourself with the seam flat. As number 17 goes to the outside, you're going to see, the slant, you're going to see that we stayed with him the entire time, and we're going to go ahead and do it. Now, I want to make sure you see something. You want to avoid at all costs your spy. Number 96 here is my spy, and I run into him, right? I try to stay underneath it. You know you should be fine. Just make sure that you get underneath that and go, instead of going through him, go around him. And you're going to see how you're going to have an easy ability over here. Now, what happens to this player, right? A lot of times people hit the flats right away. He's getting matched. right? There's absolutely nowhere to throw this ball. Okay, let me show it to you one more time just so you can make it understand why we're doing what we're doing. I'm teaching you the whys behind it, not just do this, okay? So again, all I'm gonna do here is take this player right here, walk down, and cross-man him on the B, okay? Once I see that, they go ahead and they click onto the player. So let me just set this up. They're gonna set it up like this. Once I see that they click on that player, I'm going on the player above him, knowing that when he motions over, I'm gonna go with him. And the computer's doing that. I just wanna make sure you know that. When you hike the ball, I'm gonna wait for this player, and I'm just gonna go down the field, and I'm gonna go ahead and cover. It's as simple as that, guys. Big nickel over G has that ability to do that cross man. It's the greatest ability to stop this play. If you take this play away, it's very, very tough for them to move their offense with different ways of that not being a threat. So this is the easiest way. You know it's coming. It's 3rd and 8. You know that this play is going to be the one that they're going to. Make sure you have this defense in your back pocket to make sure that you basically get them off guard, cause sacks, cause the ability to scramble, and you should be in good shape. And this is the best way to stop mesh posts. Now, if you appreciate this type of video, guys, hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe if you haven't done already, and we'll catch you on tomorrow's video.